happy to, raise any concerns or questions.
Okay, I want to go back to a vote that you cast. This is in 2020. It was Senate Bill 145. Okay, this was the bill that allowed if a 24-year-old had molested a 14-year-old, that was the time frame that offender could avoid the sex offender registry. This bill, it barely passed. It got 41 votes. Lorena Gonzalez, she was one of your colleagues from San Diego, a progressive. She voted against this bill. She's a mother. She didn't like the idea of a 24-year-old being able to take advantage of a 14-year-old, and the judge would have the discretion to not put the person on the sex offender registry. There was a lot of outrage about this. There was a lot of people who spoke out against this bill. Many of your Democratic colleagues voted against it. Here we are 4 years later. There's been higher crime issues. George Gascon allowed a sex offender to be released and eventually was indicted in Kern County, who didn't release him back to LA County. But that's a Gascon problem in part, and I'm glad he's going to be gone. 4 years later, do you still stand by that vote, and why? Why do you think it's okay that a 24-year-old could sexually abuse a 14-year-old, and a judge should have the discretion to avoid putting that person on the sex offender registry?
Okay, if I remember that bill right, it was basically to give judges discretion on whether or not people had to be registered as sex offenders if they had even consensual sex with someone under the age of 18. And so, and this specifically dealt with sex among those of the same gender. And I felt that if a 19-year-old if an 18-year-old has consensual sex with a 17-year-old, that the 18-year-old should not be required to have to be registered as a sex offender.
But the boundaries was a 24-year-old could sleep with a 14-year-old. That's what Lorena Gonzalez clearly announced, and that's why she voted against it. That was in the bill. That's what it is.
I think you're wrong.
No, that is what it is. That's what Lorena Gonzalez said. She's a progressive.
I've answered.
You can look at the bill, Senate Bill 145, and he supported it.